for 11 years. I just celebrated 11 years married. And you don't have to clap till you hear what I say about my husband. And then you decide. No. Anybody here can beat that? Beat 11 years married? Make some noise. Anybody know? Okay, here, you guys. How long have you guys been together? 22 years? Make some noise for love. I love that. Do people ever ask, do you guys have kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, how many? 5. You like, oh shit. You like them? All of them? Every single one. You like them all?
No.
Yeah, this is the difference between the early show and the late show. The early show, they're sober as a judge. They're like, yeah, I fucking love my kids. I pick them up from school every day. The late show, they're like, we're not coming home tonight. Let's party. Hell yeah. People always ask my husband and I, and this is very intrusive. People will be like, how do you guys do it? We've been together 16 years. They'll go, how do you keep the spice alive after so long? That is such an intrusive question, right? It's like, you don't, okay? Leave me alone. No, I have come up with one foolproof piece of advice that I think works for anybody trying to spice up their long-term relationship. And that is that you just have to do something very financially irresponsible together. You know, like, get the law involved if you can. Like, they had 5 kids, that's cool. We bought a house, that was our thing. And truly, though, spiced up our marriage. I have never found my husband sexier than when we moved into our first home, and he suddenly became so incredibly useful. I was like, whoa, he started doing things I did not know he could do. He's like changing out light fixtures and stuff. That is the kind of stuff that really floods my basement, you know? Love it. Keep it coming. When you've been married so long, like what counts as romantic becomes different, right? Like for our 11-year anniversary, I bought him a new TV for our living room. It was very romantic. Last week he was mounting that TV in the dining room, and immediately I just instinctively bent over the table. That's exciting. I was like, oh yeah, you know what else you can mount, big boy? He was like, get away from me! Because mounting a TV is extremely stressful work. Anybody single in here? Make some noise if you are single. Single right now. Just one, kind of sad, and you're a child. So, are you a child?
19.
Yeah, a child. That's okay. Get out there, buddy. You'll meet your whatever you want. You know. I love that. I have a lot of single girlfriends, in their 30s, and I start to feel bad for them, because they say, dating is so hard. I cannot find a nice guy anywhere. And then I will say something invariably like, okay, what about the guy who took you to dinner last week, right? Like, nice restaurant, he paid, he followed up after, so respectful, that guy seemed nice, what about him? She'll go, yeah, that guy was nice, but he used his straw so weird. I got the ick. The ick. Girl, what? Grow up, dude. Grow up. When you are married, you don't get that option. Okay, that goes away. My husband, I don't know what this, every man over 30 does the same thing. Every morning you go to the same, and why do you do this? You go, what are you doing? Why do you have so much phlegm? What is that? It's just got, oh God. It's disgusting. Don't do that. My husband doesn't even have to do anything anymore to gross me out. We've been together 16 years. He's just living his life and disgusting me one step at a time. Earlier this summer, he put on a golf polo. He put on a hand-me-down golf polo from my dad. And he said, I'm going golfing, I'll see you later. And he went to hug me. And I backed away. I was like, oh my God, you smell like my dad's cologne. Pretty bone-chilling stuff. And when you're married, though, I can't be like, disgusting, get out of my house, you're so gross, I hate you, I have the ick. He pays half the mortgage, so, and more than half, honestly, if I'm being totally fair. And so what do? He's leaving the house in this hand-me-down golf polo. He goes to kiss me goodbye. I close my eyes. I go, okay, you smell like my dad. Just tell me you're proud of me. It worked. He wears that shirt every Sunday now. My husband and I are dinkwads. We know what that is? Dinkwads. No fellow dink. Double income, no kid with a dog. Yeah. Very luxurious lifestyle for my golden retriever. She loves it. I want to be her. We spent a lot of time and money. Make some noise if you guys are dog people. Yeah. That's okay. Wisconsin and cheese curds occasionally, you know? No, we spent a lot of time and money on this dog. The first thing we did is we got her a dog trainer. And I don't really care about politics, but one hill I am willing to die on is that the level of attitude that dog trainers are being allowed to bring to their jobs, we need to get that in check. Stat.
Yeah.
Okay? 85 dollars a session. This woman came into my home, she looked me dead in the eye and she goes, yeah, this is really more about training you than it is about training your dog. I was like, what am I paying for? I just imagine my future like out to dinner with my husband and a margarita goes by the table and he's like, Christy, leave it. Leave it? He shoves a chip in my mouth. Who's that good girl? I love that. Another thing we did for our dog, we got her tubes tied, we got her spayed so she cannot have puppies. It's a very responsible dog owner thing to do. And when we did that, the doctor, sorry. He sent her home with 50 milligram doses of a sedative called trazodone. For comparison, my 6'2" husband takes 20 milligrams of trazodone to fall asleep at night. So I kept the pills, yeah. Kept them and sold them. No, I did give them to her. I don't know if this is relatable though. I looked around my house, I go, why does everyone who lives with me need to be medically sedated? And that's concern. That seems like a me problem, no? Like I said, I'm not very political at all. Do you guys tolerate political humor? We're gonna find out. Figure it out. I'm not very political. I don't really care about politics, but I did think that Kamala Harris had the opportunity to do the funniest thing possible and nominate Joe Biden as her vice president. I wanted her to do that so bad. Uno reverse, Joey. Gotcha. She didn't. Picked a different white guy. That's fine. Before Biden jumped out, he rolled sadly and slowly, probably, out of the race. I was worried and I was trying to think of what I could do to, help my country. I was, thinking about it. And here was my thing. I was like, I can find a way to make the election more fun for everybody. Here's my big idea. Did you guys know in the history of this country, when two guys ran for president, whoever got less votes, he just automatically became vice president? That was real. That's the whole plot of Hamilton. See it. It's so good. It's so good. And I was like, that's my big idea. We're gonna bring that back, right? Because how funny would a Biden-Trump White House have been? Oh, man. It would have been so fun. It would have been like stepbrothers before they became best friends. Just rubbing their old balls all over each other's stuff. And wrestling in the front lawn. The media would have a field day. I had one thought about this, is that the only reason it wouldn't work is if Trump lost the popular vote in this scenario, he would never agree to be Joe Biden's vice president, right? His ego would never allow that. And so in that scenario, I was like, here's what we do, right? We're just gonna let Joe be vice president again. He's not gonna know the difference, okay? He doesn't know, are you kidding me? I think he still thinks he's vice president right now. I think he walks into the Oval Office every morning, he looks at Kamala Harris, he goes, what are we going to do today, Barack? He's tired and he's confused. Let the man rest, You guys seem pretty fun. It's a late night crowd, so I'm going to try like kind of a gross, weird one with you guys. Make some noise late night if you watch pornography. Okay, some truth tellers and brave soul scarecrow, and probably 80% of you lying liars. Okay? Statistically wrong-o, okay? I watch porn. I don't care. I'm a very sex-positive person. I watch porn. I don't mind. And I don't care about watching porn. Here's what I have an issue with. I have an issue with the ads. Tell me, ladies, do you have an issue with the ads that come before porn? You guys? I do. That's a big problem for me. Here's the thing. I've been seeing, this is more of like a PSA than a joke, to be honest with you, but I've been seeing this ad every single day for the last 3 weeks that I log into porn. Every single day. And you're especially looking at me like, why are you logging in? And you do have to log in to leave comments. It's the best part of the porn watching experience, actually. Every day I've been seeing the same ad. Don't tell me if you see it because you're with your dad. Every day I see the same ads. 2 shot glasses and a blue background. Like, did anyone get in Kentucky Derby bluegrass music? He's seen it for sure. He's looking dead in the eye with a knowing glare. The shot glasses, they start to fill with jizz. Don't freak out. And then one overflows and the other stays half empty. And that is an ad for a product called Semenax, clinically designed to make men produce a higher volume of jizz. Yeah. Don't laugh, it's clinical. And here's the thing, this is the PSA of it all, a little tip for the fellas, if you will. If your partner is not having a good time in the bedroom, more jizz is not going to solve the problem. Hardly ever. No one is walking into your restaurant asking for all sauce, no pasta. Okay?